because I went with a bunch of stupid white people.
Lawrence is his name?
Yeah, Lawrence, yeah.
Lawrence, what do you think of him?
I mean, he's just a sellout. He's like a coon.
Clarence Thomas?
The biggest coon of them all.
What do you think of Candace Owens?
Another coon.
Have you ever heard of a guy named, no, his name is James O'Keefe. Well, the thing is that I actually am James O'Keefe.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not James O'Keefe.
No, you're not.
I am.
Really?
Yes. And you don't know that. You called black people, quote, coons. Whoa! He's attacking the camera. That's a misdemeanor. You can't. Jonathan Franklin, the man you see across on an undercover date with me, is currently an adjunct professor at Georgetown University. Franklin is scheduled to teach a class on sourcing and interviews technology in the spring. More on that later. Franklin is also a former correspondent from National Public Radio that wrote about issues concerning race, culture, identity, and justice. Now, in our meeting, Jonathan claimed he was a national correspondent for CBS, a detail that I believed at the time. I later discovered that this was false and that he was lying to me. Lawrence is his name?
Yeah, Lawrence, yeah.
Lawrence, what do you think of him?
I mean, he's just a sellout. He's like a coon. Herschel Walker, like all that. Like
Clarence Thomas?
The biggest coon of them all.
What do you think of Candace Owens? Her situation.
Annoying.
She's crazy.
She's crazy.
So, is she another, like, what you said?
Another coon.
Yeah.
Yep.
She is.
She is.
Turkey over.
Rosa.
She sells out to, like, white people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Selling your soul to the Uncle Sam, the white man, and it's just assuming that aligning your views with him or with that point of view is going to get you ahead, but it's actually going to set you back. Because I went with a bunch of stupid white people.
Stupid white people?
Yeah. Like, a spade is a spade. So,
like, I am ashamed, to be honest with you. I am a real white girl. Like,
no, you're fine.
I'm so ashamed of my race. No, Candace is a coon, too.
Yeah. Or a sellout. Sellout's like we could just go with sellout.
What's the difference between the two?
I mean, it's just basically interchangeable, but sellout is more of like politically correct.
Jonathan Franklin's body of work while at NPR was focused on black culture, race, and justice, and here he is throwing around racial slurs. During the date, I encouraged Jonathan to speak his mind and tell the public what he really thinks with the career that he's had. You should say this publicly. I mean, like, it would be interesting, refreshing.
A lot of people would not like to hear my thoughts.
No?
I mean people probably would. They're probably, you know what? Yes, I was thinking that. But
you are a journalist, you know?
I'd have to stop being a journalist for me to say what I really want to say.
That's crazy, though.
To give y'all what I really want to say, I'd have to stop being a reporter.
You have to stop being a reporter.
I would have to exit news.
Now there is one group or one guy that I don't know if I like him, but that does do the thing you're talking about, though. I forgot his name.
I mean, I could easily go into like opinion journalism, but
what a profound statement. Say that again. It's so interesting. I have to stop being a reporter to tell you what I really think.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that. You can still.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Like, but in terms of I'm like on the clock.
And then I reveal myself as James O'Keefe. You might be wondering why Jonathan Franklin didn't recognize me in the first place, being a professor, a graduate level professor on media and journalism. And Jonathan Franklin actually refuses to believe that I'm James O'Keefe. He even said how disguised I was. It was literally just a pair of glasses. Have you ever heard of a guy named, no, his name is James O'Keefe. You heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like him. What do you think of him?
He's all right.
He's all right?
Yeah. Could be better. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
But could be better.
How could he be better?
Just, they'll be an asshole.
Is he an asshole?
I've heard people he's an asshole.
Oh. Well, he does like the undercover stuff and like exposes people, you know, and he exposes people, you know, telling people like what they really think, you know. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, there's a lane for that, but it's also knowing how to do it in a way that doesn't attack your integrity.
Yeah, because you have to use like hidden cameras and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a way to do that sort of like watchdog, gotcha, ambush journalism, but doing it in a way that doesn't disrespect the person that you're trying to catch or yourself as a reporter.
Well, CBS used to do it like way back in the day, like with 60 Minutes and Mike Wallace and whatnot. Well, well, the thing is that I actually am James O'Keefe.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not James O'Keefe.
No, you're not.
I am.
Really?
Yes. And you don't know that. Are you okay? Are you okay?
No.
Do you want us to call an ambulance?
No.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Are you injured?
Yes.
What happened?
I fell.
You have blood?
Are you okay?
Yes.
We don't want you to get injured.
Yes, I'm injured.
That's not our intent.
I'm injured.
Do you need us to call for help?
No.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Sir, you called black people, quote, coons. You work for CBS News. You're a national correspondent. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hey, man.
He's
Hey,
attacking the
chill.
cameraman.
No, I'm not. Stop.
That's a misdemeanor. You can't.
No, I was sue. Stop.
Okay, I will stop. I just want to ask you, why did you call black people coons
Stop.
that work from the media?
Stop.
You
I
work
was
for
sue.
what's that?
Stop. I was sue. Stop.
Sue me for what?
Stop.
I'm a reporter.
No, don't.
You work for CBS News. You're a national correspondent.
I don't work for CBS.
You don't?
No.
You lied about that?
Yes.
Did you work for NPR?
No.
What's going? You're denying your own identity.
Yes.
Now, we're grateful that Jonathan Franklin wasn't seriously hurt during that tumble he took, falling to the ground after he ran away from me at the table. It's still important to remember that even if you don't agree with someone, they are first people, and our intention is not to hurt them. It's to expose the truth that the public has a right to know, that the citizens have a right to know, that the students at Georgetown and the parents have a right to know. Jonathan willingly came with us when we offered to help him. After his fall, we took him to a pharmacy and got him some Band-Aids.
But I want to help you. You're bleeding. So that's regardless. Let's get you some napkins, okay?
I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Is there a pharmacy open? Is there a Walgreens?
Place your item in the bagging area.
You got your stuff.
Thank you.
You just want to take something out?
I was sitting outside for a little bit.
Some water?
Yeah.
Why don't you have some water? Here.
I'm fine.
You worked for NPR and you no longer work for NPR?
Yeah, no,
When did you leave there?
I told you December.
Well, you told me a lot of different things, so I can't decipher what's true and what's not.
December. Yeah.
What's the reason why you told me you work for CBS News?
Just as I'm covering.
As a cover? We were able to verify that Jonathan Franklin actually does teach a course at Georgetown. He did and he will in the first semester of this coming year, just 1 month from now in January 2026. Now, he's been teaching, ironically, about how to, quote, find sources and interview them effectively.
There's a class that I have. It's for a sourcing and interview tech class in journalism. We have journalists finding sources, ask questions for a living, how you do network, that kind of stuff.
So when you go to schedule classes, it's going to be schedule.georgetown.edu. And then here's the CRN just to confirm.
Taught by Professor Franklin, Professor Parker.
Yes, so I see Parker Lene and Franklin Jonathan.
Now, what Jonathan Franklin says about not being able to say what's on his mind is interesting.
To give y'all what I really want to say, and you have to stop being a reporter.
Historically, a journalist not saying what he thinks might be seen as a type of ethical restraint. If he means to say, I can't let my biases contaminate my reporting, then perhaps that might be considered ethical. Now, if he's saying I can't speak truthfully, it might indicate a problematic culture as a professor or in a newsroom. But this notion of objectivity, when a professor of journalism is using slurs in public, well, that's a fiction. We here have a whole library of books on journalism ethics. This is one of my favorites called Ethical Journalism, a guide for students, practitioners, and consumers, written by Philip Meyer, and he writes that reporters adapt models into which they can fit their objective facts. In addition to being guides to interpretation, those models, Walter Lippmann, the dean of journalism 100 years ago, called them stereotypes. They also help to select with aspects of the objective world to look for. Now, in this other book, News Values, a guy named Jack Fuller, he was actually the president and publisher of the Chicago Tribune. Fuller writes that objectivity is a hopelessly naive notion. Nobody has ever achieved objective journalism, and no one ever could, because of the biases of the observer, especially one who's writing those articles, quite unlike us, who just captures people on video. The biases of the observer/writer always enters the picture, coloring the details, at least guiding the choice. It is the inevitable consequence of the combination of one's experience and inbred nature. The process of correction requires a self-conscious mental intervention that is at odds with the concept of objectivity. When someone who harbors openly racist beliefs with a stranger they just met just a minute or two after meeting him in a public place where people can overhear you, now that professor of journalism cannot possibly meet these standards taught in these journalism ethics textbooks that are in my library here at OMG to teach journalism at a prestigious school like Georgetown in DC, covering political issues, because that type of racism is not just his personal opinion. It is a bias about a group of people that directly affects fairness, credibility, and judgment. Why? Because he's a professor who's using these slurs. He's revealing a framework that shapes how he interprets information. And that's why we thought you should see this report, and that's why we thought the public should know this report. And it's part of our process of showing you what's happening inside the universities, in addition to what's happening inside the government. It doesn't take too much of a disguise either. As I like to say, it's not your disguise that matters, it's your manner that's more important than your costume. And if you're in the inside, you know who to call, not Ghostbusters, but O'Keefe Media Group. On our signal number here, our email address here, tips@o'keefemediagroup.com, 914-491-9395. We're actively recruiting undercover journalists. O'KeefeUndercover.com if you want to be an undercover journalist. You can support this investigative reporting through Citizen Journalism Foundation, where all donations are tax deductible. This report is brought to you by Citizen Journalism Foundation. Stay tuned for tomorrow when I go to Georgetown University and speak to the president's office and the dean. You won't want to miss it. Hello.
The biggest coon of them all.
What are you calling these black people coons?
That's really interesting for Georgetown. That's all I want to say.
Interesting for Georgetown.
Yeah.
Now we're going to head over to the dean's office in that building over there.
I called the police.
Email them and set something up, and then they'll come right on out.
This is James O'Keefe. You know me for exposing the truth and holding the corrupt elite accountable. But today I want to talk to you about protecting your own freedom, your retirement. Now, gold is soaring above $4,200 an ounce right now and climbing towards $5,000. That's up over 45% this year alone, with silver closing in on $60 an ounce. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and major banks are now forecasting gold between $5,000 and $6,000 within the next 6 to 12 months. And that's why I've partnered with American Independence Gold, a veteran-owned company where proceeds from every sale help support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. And right now, my followers get a free gold bar with every purchase of $10,000 or more. Go to O'KeefeMediaGold.com, that's O'KeefeMediaGold.com, or call 833-324-4653. That's 833-324-GOLD. This is James O'Keefe, where freedom isn't given, it's secured. This is not financial advice. Consult a professional before making investment decisions.